Have you ever been mid-conversation and suddenly you freeze? Your brain is desperately trying to translate a thought from Hindi into English, word for word. It feels like the gears in your head are grinding to a halt. Take a phrase like "Kehna aasan hai, karna nahi," or "Chahe kuch bhi ho jaye." If you try to translate these literally, the sentence becomes clunky. The original emotion and flow disappear. This happens because a literal word-for-word translation rarely matches how native speakers actually structure their thoughts. To bridge that gap, you need expressions that carry the specific meaning of your Hindi thoughts without the mental calculation. Today, we are going to build that foundation. I'm giving you 10 high-utility English expressions that you can use every single day, at your home, at the office, or out with friends. Using these specific, context-ready phrases helps eliminate those long pauses while you search for words. It gives you a reliable set of tools to handle the most common everyday interactions. Phrase number 1, easier said than done. This is your direct replacement when you want to say doing something is much harder than talking about it. For example, buying a house is easier said than done. Now, practice it with me. Say it out loud right now. Easier said than done. Phrase number 2 is come what may. This is how you express absolute resolve, replacing the Hindi thought chahe kuch bhi ho jaye. If you want to promise your support, you say, I will stand by you come what may. Take a second and practice that pronunciation, come what may. Phrase number 3, last but not the least. You hear this at award shows and office presentations. We use it right before introducing the final point, letting the audience know this last item is just as important as the rest. You might say, my partner is kind, funny, and last but not the least, incredibly supportive. Replacing those literal translations with native phrases keeps your speech moving forward. You're no longer stuck trying to assemble a sentence from scratch in the middle of a conversation. Moving to emotional reactions, phrase number 4 is good riddance. You say this to express relief when you finally clear out an annoyance, a bad habit, or a toxic situation. Phrase 5, you are kidding me. This captures disbelief. You can also modify it based on the situation, like saying, I am not kidding, when you want to prove to someone that you are being entirely serious. Phrase 6 is stuck in the head. Use this when a repetitive thought or a catchy melody is playing on a loop in your brain. For example, this song has been stuck in my head since morning. Say it out loud, stuck in my head. Phrase 7 is sooner or later. This replaces the Hindi concept of ek na ek then, describing something that is bound to happen eventually. You would say, the truth will come out sooner or later. Try repeating that flow, sooner or later. Substituting clunky translation attempts with these emotional expressions makes your spoken English sound significantly more natural and relatable to the listener. Now let's look at directing conversations. Phrase number 8 is, I have to say. This is a tool to show you are impressed or feel compelled to state your opinion. For example, if you are complimenting an instructor, you tell them, I have to say, you teach very well. Phrase 9 is, if that's the case. We use this logical pivot to state a new condition based on information we just received. If a coworker tells you their car broke down, you reply, if that's the case, I can send a cab for you. We made it to phrase 10, is it just me? Use this to confirm shared feelings or seek validation from the people listening to you. You could ask, is it just me or was this video really helpful? Let's hear you say it one last time. Is it just me? Using conversational pivots like these demonstrates that you are processing the interaction in English rather than just translating individual vocabulary words. You did it. You just successfully expanded your functional vocabulary with 10 native expressions. But watching this video once is just the first step. The real work happens when you move from passive watching to active retention. Here is your homework. Save this video and rewatch it over the next few days to utilize spaced repetition. And remember, always speak the examples out loud. If this lesson helped you, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more daily English training. Building fluency is a result of moving past isolated vocabulary and consistently practicing the high-leverage phrases used in daily life. Keep speaking, and I'll see you in the next lesson.